The provisional process is for voters who do not fall under the normal process. There are 5 situations in which a voter will need to vote provisionally. Number 1, the voter is not listed on the official roster. Number 2, the voter is designated vote by mail but does not have their ballot and envelope to surrender. Number 3, the voter is listed on the official roster at a different address. Number 4, the voter is designated as ID required but does not show ID. And number 5, the voter is listed with a different party affiliation. This only applies to presidential primary elections. The voter will give their name and address. The elections officer will verify the information and determine if the voter needs to vote the provisional process. For the provisional process, the roster clerk will refer to their roster workstation quick guide located on the back of the roster workstation instructions. The steps are located on the bottom half of the quick guide under the provisional heading. The roster clerk will not have the voter sign the official roster and instead will write PROV on the roster in the remarks column. They will first ask the voter if they need assistance in marking their ballot. They will then complete the pink bordered provisional envelope with the correct ballot type, reason, and party if applicable, and place a precinct label in the space provided. The voter will then take their envelope to the provisional workstation. The provisional clerk will use the back of their provisional workstation instructions to reference the quick guide. First, the provisional clerk will verify the pink bordered provisional envelope was completed by the roster clerk. Then they will have the voter complete the provisional roster and sign in the space provided. The provisional clerk will request the correct ballot from the ballot issue clerk and place a provisional ballot label over the top timing marks of the ballot. The timing marks are the dotted lines around the edge of the ballot. The clerk will then fold the ballot and place it in the pink bordered provisional envelope. They will provide a provisional information card as well as verbal instructions on how to properly mark their ballot and complete all fields on the envelope so the elections office is able to process the voter's ballot. They will instruct the voter to return the voted ballot sealed in the envelope to the provisional workstation to be deposited in the provisional ballot box. Voting provisionally simply gives the elections office an opportunity to review the voter's information before the ballot is processed. At the elections office, we will review the voter's information on the envelope and determine whether or not they are eligible to vote all of the contests on the ballot. As an example, if a voter lives in Santa Barbara but they vote in Santa Maria, then the ballot could have local contests for the city of Santa Maria. The voter would not be eligible to vote on these contests, so they would not be counted. All of the contests they are eligible to vote on, federal, state, and county-wide contests, would be counted. We always want to offer the voter the chance to vote at their correct precinct, but we always also offer them the option to vote provisionally. The voter will go to a voting booth to vote their ballot, complete the pink bordered provisional envelope, fold it, and seal it in the envelope. They will return to the provisional workstation. Upon the return of the first provisional voter, the provisional clerk will show the voter the provisional ballot box is empty, and then seal the provisional ballot box with the seal provided. The provisional clerk will verify the envelope is completed and then have the voter deposit the ballot into the provisional ballot box. The provisional clerk will tally the ballot return on their provisional tally card attached to the provisional roster.